Hello everybody. If you're rewatching on YouTube later on in the day, make sure that you go ahead and you give the video some likes and you leave a comment as well to let me know if your reading resonated or not, because we are live every single day here at 5:30 p.m. Central Timing, and we're going through our zodiac signs. Hello everybody that's joining in on the live here now. I'm just opening up YouTube live, but what I will be doing is we'll go live on YouTube at the exact same time, but after the live is done, then I'm going to delete the YouTube live and just repost the TikTok one because it seems to be a lot more clearer, and I would much rather a clearer view than anything else. So we'll just do that. Alrighty. Hello everybody. Where are my papers? Hidden here under so many other papers. We're starting off with Aries, working our way down through to Pisces. Starting off with Aries, working our way down through to Pisces. Make sure you give the video some likes. Really helps me out. Make sure you leave a comment as well. Even if it's just on the live here, leaving a comment still does help. So we're just going to give it a hot second while I get the zodiac signs in order here. My little papers in order. And then we will get started. This one. Alrighty. So let's go ahead here. So Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. Let us see what we got going on for the zodiac sign of Aries. Let us see. Aries, we have 3 cards come forward for you, all flopping in the reverse. Justice in the reverse, the Magician in the reverse, the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Get out of the mind. First and foremost, these are all really mental cards. I don't know if mental is the right word, but all really up in the mind style of cards, and we don't really want you to be up there too much. Because when you're up there too much, you're going to be overly focusing, overly fixating on things from the mind, and it's just going to be bopping around in ways that it doesn't need to. So your manifestations are 110% possible. Stop finding reasons why they're not. If you're finding reasons why your manifestations are not possible, you're focusing on the wrong direction. You don't want to create blockades for yourself. Manifest your ideas. Put the intention out there and then allow things to come forward towards you in the time and space and the way that they need to. You don't have to figure out how things are going to come forward towards you. Your job is just to come up with the things. What do you want, right? Ask for what you want. You don't have to plan out the entire step-by-step process on how these things are supposed to come your way. All you have to do is ask for these things to come forward towards you, and they will find a way to find you. So the biggest thing here that we're seeing for Aries is to get out of your mind. You might find yourself work together with a lot more people as well if you do allow yourself to get out of your mind and just kind of come up with your manifestations. Don't come up with the reasonings as to why these things cannot come forward towards you. So these are your most important initials, acronyms, names, and words. You have Aries Signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then we also have Virgo coming forward here as well, and the Magician. And that is what we got going on for the zodiac sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. Alrighty, so we are on to our Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. If you guys can give the video some likes, I would very much appreciate it. It really does help the video out here. So let's go ahead and see for the zodiac sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. Thank you, Michael, for being the one leg on our table here, keeping the live afloat by liking the video. I appreciate it. So let's go ahead here for Taurus and see what we got going on. Taurus, you have the Page of Pentacles as well as the 5 of Cups. Something that you thought isn't possible to come forward is actually coming ahead. The idea of the 5 of Cups is like looking too much towards the past on shoulda, coulda, wouldas, or keeping yourself stuck emotionally by not thinking of the possibilities and only thinking of the limitations here. Because we see ourselves looking towards the past on the ways that things perhaps just didn't go our way. When in reality here, we have this opportunity of the Page of Pentacles. Success, stability, prosperity, money, stable relationships. It's the whole shebang that's wanting to come forward towards you from an incredibly trustworthy person. But we kind of here a little bit focused on the factors of the past instead of focusing on what can be. So in any which way of your life, whether it be romance or whether it be like you missed out on a job opportunity or you shouldn't shouldn't have spent that 20 bucks at McDonald's. Whatever it may be, stop looking at what you can't change. You can't change it. That's the whole point of the past, right? So let's go ahead and look towards the future on the possibilities that can come our way and the things that we can control in terms of moving forward. So good things are wanting to come forward towards you. A lot of success, a lot of money, a lot of stability, a lot of prosperity is wanting to come forward towards you. And if you're looking, back on the past, you might miss it. You might not be looking at it straight in the head here for it to come forward towards you. So keep your head up. Stop looking at things that you can't change. Accept it. And now look for opportunities that are trying to come forward towards you from here. We have water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And we also have earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And that's what we got going on for the zodiac sign of Taurus. We are now on to Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. Let's see what we got going on for the zodiac sign of Gemini. Let us see. Gemini, we have the Two of Pentacles as well as the Star. It looks like some options are going to be coming your way here, and we really want you to be flexible. Manifestations might kind of come flying at you here right now. You might be manifesting one thing, two things, three things, four. Whatever it may be, there's different avenues that you can go forward in right now to get the things that you're asking. So be open. Just because something starts off in a specific way doesn't mean it always has to continue following forward in that way. Just because you enter at entry-level job doesn't mean that position opening up, you can't go jump into it. Just because your relationship starts off as we'll see where it goes doesn't mean it can't turn into something more romantic and committed. So be a little bit more open on how these things are coming forward towards you. Be a little bit more flexible and be a little bit more vulnerable as well. Like if you've got some manifestations, speak them out. Don't feel like you have to, keep them hush hush in your diary underneath a pillow here. Speak out what you want to see come forward towards you, and you're going to have more opportunities to see these things come. But I definitely think you have to be flexible because these manifestations are definitely coming forward towards you here. These wishes, these wants, these desires are coming your way. Now be flexible on how you receive them. So these are your most important initials, acronyms, names, and words. And you have Aquarius as well as earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And that is what we've got going on here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. So let's go ahead for Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Cancer, Moon, Cancer, Rising, and Cancer, Venus. Let's go ahead and see for the zodiac sign of Cancer on what we got going on for you here right now. Cancer, you have the Four of Wands as well as the Three of Pentacles. You are entering a time that's incredible for building up, whether it be you're entering a new job and you're trying to build from there, or you're learning a new skill and you're trying to build from there, or you're entering a relationship and you're wanting to see it kind of take a next level. I would even say for those that are kind of in the point of taking the next level and looking for like a house or something like that, it is going to be incredibly successful for you right now. You're entering into a celebration time period here with this Four of Wands, so good energy in the present moment is wanting to come forward, like hitting the finish line. We're celebrating, we're moving on to the next step. And the Three of Pentacles also brings forward the idea of expansion. We're moving forward, we're getting this abundance energy to come ahead here, and we're building an incredibly strong foundation to move forward. So it's kind of like in the movies when you see people like do the pull-up to get to the next thing. Like you only had to do this one incredible pull-up and now you're here on the stage and you're able to move beyond it. So whatever goal that you're achieving here right now, it looks incredible. Bond building with others, securing some sort of element of like maybe a house, maybe apartment, having an opportunity to build an incredible bond with somebody else. It's like you've reached a beautiful stage and now you're ready to move on to the next level. Whoops, I'm throwing the camera everywhere. So these are your most important initials, acronyms, names, and words. And you have earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, as well as fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Hello, everybody. I am doing well. Thank you. Hope you're doing lovely as well. I wish for YouTube that when I download the TikTok live afterwards that it showed everybody's comments. That would be so super cool to have everybody back up on the screen on YouTube, but it takes them away. So let's go ahead here for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs for the zodiac sign of Leo. Let us see. For Leo. We have the Three of Cups, and we also have the Lovers. So this is an option to move forward, okay? Three of Cups is the absolute only card that I use to signify a chance of reconciliation. So if you're looking to get back together with somebody in any sort of way, shape, or form, the option is there. Whether it be like you just want to get back to how things used to be between the two of you, or you're literally wanting to get back together, there's the option to have this energy come forward. The idea of the Lovers card I like to use as choice in love. So if you are looking to kind of peruse around on the market, the singlehood market here, there are options coming forward towards you. But again, this could just be the option of do you want to go back to the past? Do you want to reconcile with this person? Or do you want to go ahead and choose a new direction? That could definitely be the case scenario that's coming forward towards you. I would say if you say, okay, I don't want anything from the past to come back, go to friends, go to your friends, because your friends are going to help you introduce you to the next person, or going to help you introduce you to like this new uplifting energy around you that's going to move things forward to a much better place of basically energy state. So it does look like the choice to have an option in reconciliation is going to be coming forward here. If you want to, again, move on from this past connection, go hang out with your friends. It's going to be important for you to hang out with them to move things forward in your life. We have Gemini as well as water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio coming forward here as your most important zodiac signs. And that's what we got going on for Leo. So let's go ahead here for Virgo. Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. Let's see for the zodiac sign of Virgo. Let us see, let us see. Virgo, we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't know why I want to take the top of the deck. We also have the Knight of Cups in the upright position. Your manifestations are coming. They're slow. They're slower than a turtle. They're slower than a turtle in quicksand, but they definitely are coming. The idea of the Knight of Pentacles can be really tough because it can feel like nothing is making any sort of movement, that it would be easier to these things come forward, but they are making like little step-by-steps as it moves along here for your journey. And the Knight of Cups literally talks about your wishes, your wants, your desires, your manifestations coming forward towards you. So don't worry right now if it feels like you're taking incredibly slow steps along your journey to get what you want or to have these things come forward towards you. It's happening. There might be a lot more that's happening beyond, or I should say like behind the scenes, that you can't really control. These things are trying to like come forward towards you, that you can't see it just as of yet, but there is progress that's being made here. There is movement, even if you just can't see it. So it's coming. It might take some time, that's for sure, but it's definitely on its way. And it's good, right? When we have the Knight of Cups, that's literally our want, our wish, and our desire. It is our manifestation. So there is the opportunity here to have it come forward in the way that you desire. You just got to give it some more time. So these are your most important initials, acronyms, names, and words. We have water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, as well as earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So let's go on to Libra. Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. Let's go ahead and see for the zodiac sign of Libra on what we got going on. No, if you purchase a live reading, you just have to show up to the live. You just have to show up to the live. The link will be in the email of confirmation. Your order number is what I use on the live video to basically have the order numbers like this up on the screen. But there's nothing you have to do besides show up to the live to watch it. That's it. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. Let us see, let us see. For the zodiac sign of Libra, we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse with the Emperor. Oh, interesting. If you've been having a lot of held back action, communication in your life, you're going to see that completely change. The idea of the Eight of Wands in the reverse is this kind of lack of forward movement, lack of communication, lack of progression. But now you're coming forward as the Emperor, which is literally the highest card that you can get when it comes to fire sign energy. The Emperor is an Aries. And so when we see this energy come around here, if you're having any sort of difficulties in your life when it comes to to getting good news, when it comes to communication, when it comes to making any sort of progression, what you need to do is take charge. It's not the time right now for you to be your Libra Empress self and be passive on the situation, or like let things come forward towards you. Now is the time for you to kind of switch into more so of the masculine emperor role and take charge. If you want something, say it. You know, closed mouth don't get fed is the kind of energy that's coming forward here. So if you want anything when it comes into your life, you kind of have to go after it right now, or you kind of have to speak your mind at the very least. Now is not the time for you to kind of wait back in any sort of way. So across the board, we have the... This is a stand for the spirits. Across the board, we have fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And these are your most important initials, acronyms, names, and words. Immediately, my mind draws the word maker and ruler. So heavy, heavy, heavy in the emperor energy. Like if you want it, you got to make it. You want it, you got to rule the energy around you. You got to do something here to push things forward. So let's go on to Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs, and see what we got going on for the zodiac sign of Scorpio. Alright, Scorpio, we have the 10 of Swords as well as the Page of Wands. After endings comes new beginnings. The idea of the 10 of Swords is endings, it's betrayals, it's kind of devastation. It's really held back energy. It's feeling kind of burnt out in the mind. The mind is overworked and it is done. But now we have the idea of the Page of Wands, this passion, this excitement, this desire to move things ahead. So don't worry in any sort of way that Spirit's been kind of closing a door on you, or situations just haven't worked out in the way that you wanted them to, or you're just feeling incredibly mentally exhausted on a situation. You're basically going to have this second wind here with this Page of Wands to move forward in the way that you desire. It's like being able to brush things off of you and saying, okay, the past is in the past, that situation is done, I'm putting it behind me, I'm not going to let it defeat me in any sort of way. I can move forward on my new adventure, basically. I can move forward and be excited, be passionate, and have this desire to move forward and move ahead in a way that I'm not going to be impacted from the past. I do feel the need to look at the bottom of the deck. Emperor. We go from the little baby of the page, right? The page, you can basically chop them up to like a 12 to 15-year-old. And so we have this page to all of a sudden like this 40-year-old, like I am growing with wisdom here. I'm moving forward in a new direction, in a new adventure that's going to make me stronger, that's going to make me wiser, and I'm not going to be defeated from the past is what we see come forward here. Saying I'm done with how things used to be, I'm just done with feeling done, and I'm ready for a new adventure. And you're going to have a lot of good energy behind you as well to make things happen. So we have air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we also have fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius as your most important zodiac signs. And that's what we got going on for Scorpio. I really do like that energy for you, Scorpio, because it's like I'm not going to be defeated in any sort of way. As soon as the ending comes, as soon as the situation's done, whatever, I will go ahead in my own new adventure there, in a new direction that works the best for me. So we have Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. Let us see for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius and see what we got going on. Sagittarius, we have the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, as well as the idea of the devil. Don't let impatience get the better of you. I feel like that's been kind of a common message here lately, Sagittarius, with needing a little bit more patience, maybe like every second day. But the idea of the devil comes forward here of toxicities, fear, codependencies, negative situations in general. And when we have the 7 of Pentacles, it can kind of feel like we're waiting to get out of this negative situation, or it can feel like there's never an end to this kind of toxic situation, or you know, you're trying to work past these addictions or issues and it's just not going anywhere. It's just asking for you to be patient on your journey. You can't change everything overnight. It's also asking you not to just allow the factors of impatience to kind of put you in that kind of situation. So if you want something to move forward, if you want something to happen, it has to grow at the pace that's best for it. It can't really just change overnight most times and not. So don't allow fear to be a driving factor to not see the moment, or I should say the momentum momentum that's happening over a longer period of time. Don't allow your brain to just kind of see, oh, second by second, day by day, I need to see, you know, instant gratification here. It's like, whoa, hold it back, because over 1 year, over 2 years, 3 years, whatever, you know, you might see way much more momentum that's happening here versus what's happening day to day in the garden, right? So don't allow fear in terms of timing or fear in terms of like progression get the better of you and put you in a fear-based mentality. So these are your most important initials, acronyms, names, and words. For the first time today, we also have the wild card coming forward as well. So you can go ahead and throw anything into that wild card slot. And then we have Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo coming forward here for you as your most important zodiac signs as well. And that is what we got going on for Sagittarius. And speaking of Capricorn, we're now on to the zodiac sign of Capricorn. Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. Let us see what we got going on for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. Capricorn, we have the Chariot, and we also have the Page of Wands. Any new direction that you choose right now, any place that you decide, I'm going to focus my energy specifically on this particular place in my life, wow, you're going to see so much success come for it. We've got the passion, we've got the excitement, we've got the desire to move something forward, and then we have the determination and the victorious energy here behind us to move things ahead. If you've been having any sort of difficulty with other people, romantic or platonic, you're going to see that change around. As long as you're kind of bringing forward a good vibe or good energy towards it, and you're not kind of bringing in negativity yourself, you're going to see yourself in this connection move forward with a lot more success. So it's like, don't sour the pot on your end, and you're going to see things move forward. I would also say here too, you're going to find more balance in the mind and the heart. You're not going to find your heart be really, really emotional or your mind be really, really anxious. You're going to find yourself move forward with a lot more balance. So these are your most important initials, acronyms, names, and words. And we have Cancer as well as fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming forward there as well as your most important zodiac signs. But it's literally like focus on any direction and you're going to see so much success come forward from it. But it's a factor of like focusing on a direction, right? The Page of Wands, entering a new direction. We're entering into a new adventure, and the Chariot has its most momentum when it moves forward, when it moves in a particular line. So really focusing, you're going to find a lot of success come forward towards you here. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. No worries, no worries. Thank you everybody as well for joining me here today. So let's go ahead and see here for the zodiac sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. We also have the Chariot, and we have the Knight of Cups. So this is basically saying that your manifestations are trying to come forward towards you at lightning speed here. There's so much determination here for these energies to come forward towards you that I'm surprised they're not already in your lap. That's basically the energy that we have. The Knight of Cups is the bringer of manifestations, the bringer of our desires, our wishes, our wants, right? So we have this energy coming forward towards you of your actual manifestations. They're on their direction ahead forwards towards you. And then we have this idea coming forward with the Chariot, which is like the success and determination. So if you have basically a focused mind, or if you are determined and really wanting and desiring these things to come your way, this person, this place, this job, this money, whatever it may be, this state of being, this energy, whatever it may be that you're asking for to come your way, as long as you allow yourself to focus in on that energy here, you're going to see this beautiful return come towards you here of your manifestations. Like focus on it, have the determination, have the heart for it to come your way, and you will be delivered nothing but success in terms of this particular want, this desire. It's a really beautiful energy. Like if you set your heart to it, it will be. So we have water signs across the board, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, again with that same idea of like if you want it, set your heart on it and it will happen. And that's what we got going on for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. So we are now on to our last zodiac sign of the day. The last zodiac sign of the day is Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. After the live, if you're watching this live, it will be 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. for the live personal readings if you're interested in checking that out. If you'd like a personal reading, check out my website, temperanceandsage.com. And make sure you check out the YouTube channel, Temperance and Sage on YouTube. So let's go ahead here for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. The zodiac sign of Pisces. Pisces, you have the King of Pentacles in the reverse with the Five of Pentacles. I feel the need to kind of slow down. When we have the King of Pentacles, sometimes it can go into like materialism. So we do need to kind of watch that when we're wanting more things, but not seeing the value of these things, or maybe not appreciating the value of the things that we have. This could also be instability between you and somebody else, and it's just not necessarily going to function right now for finding structure between the two of you, because the other person is not really wanting to right now. And that's not to say that they don't want you, but they don't really want to find this kind of structural energy. They don't really want to be on a team. They're being a little greedy when we see this particular card combination come forward. So if you're wondering why something is not working out, why somebody's not, trying to come forward or trying to work things out in a relationship, it is because they're being incredibly greedy. They're just wanting to focus on themselves. They don't really care if they've put you out in the cold here or created a challenge in the connection. They're just thinking about them. Now, I would also say here too, if we kind of slow down and look around in the situation, maybe change our perspective, we might find a simpler way of moving forward, whether it be leaving this connection behind or finding a different way to resolve it where this person can, feel a little bit more stable and not feel like they need to keep things to themselves. But if we slow down, we're going to see an opportunity to see things change around. We do have the idea of the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is a complete opposite of the Five of Pentacles. Hierophant is long-term commitment, it's structure, it's tradition. And then we have this idea of the Five of Pentacles, which is instability. It's very short-term style of energy. It's not really that building up worthy. So we have an opportunity here to do a complete 180 if we kind of look at things in a different perspective, right? Look at the bottom of the deck. We take a second away from this to look at the bottom of the deck, and there all of a sudden we've completely changed the situation around. So maybe there's something else of like, don't take something at face value here. Maybe something about like what somebody says is not what they mean type of thing. Especially if your name is Jody. I never see names. But yeah, that's what we got going on for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus signs. We've got Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo as your most important zodiac signs. We are now going to go into the personal readings. So I'm going to stop this live and restart a new one so that we've got the personal readings good to go. But thank you everybody for joining me for our zodiac signs here today. And I hope to see you in the personal readings, or I hope to see you tomorrow for our zodiac signs at 5:30 p.m. Central Timing. See you guys.